In 2012, this interior design student started a business to fund his studies. What he needed was exposure and investment in his talent, and it's what he won. At 29, this South African success story has recently released his second fabric collection. He's currently busy on a boutique hotel in Uganda, and his drive and inspiration have become the heart and soul of this year's reality show.
Donald, how are you, my friend?
Great. Welcome, Jonathan.
From winning the competition to being a judge, how's that transition been for you?
What I'm loving about the season is that the design contestants are paired up, so it's these design duos, and each and every one of those members has their own personality. So to see the projects, how they put together, you can almost see everybody having a hand in a particular project, which for me is a pleasure to see, but also for us as judges together, like putting beautiful engagement.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited because this is the first time I'm going to be seeing all these places today.
Yeah.
This particular design duo, they're obviously very flamboyant. I've got a very particular style, as all the contestants do, I imagine.
As judges, we absolutely love this team. Week after week, they keep on bringing personality, such a hint of character into every single space that they've done. So we really enjoy watching that process, and obviously, because it's a design competition, they bring lots of drama, and we just love that.
Fashion design graduates Brad MUTTITT and ABIAH superstar MAHLASE founded a clothing brand together, and they have a flair for fashion and decor.
Guys, you need to tell me the secret, because obviously you've managed to mix business with pleasure very successfully. You're a couple and you're business partners, so
Absolutely.
How have you made it work?
Sure. I mean, there's no counselors involved, but we really do try to strike that balance of business and pleasure. We try to leave the business in the bedroom and then the work in the office. In the bedroom. Well, this bedroom is work. This bedroom was a lot of work. So we leave it here, and lots of the issues that we'll fight about, when we leave site, we actually leave them here.
Now, the important question, do you think you have what it takes to win and follow in Donald's footsteps?
I hope so, and we'll do it in stilettos.
We will. In style. Bold is our aesthetic. We love bold pieces.
When someone walks into a home, they must just say, yes, I am home. And I love it, and I never want to leave. Yeah. Yeah.
Their competitors are formidable. BANELE KHOZA combines his fine arts background with TSHEPO SEALATSA's feel for interiors, fashion and photography.
What inspired us to get into the competition together is that we've actually been attending 100% design together and also Decorex. So all the time we'd go see what's happening, and we tried 2 years ago and tried again this year.
And the fact that we've been working together for a really long time, and we realized that we work really well together, so we thought we can do this.
The third team are a potent mix of Mpa's passion for furniture design and Lesego Masekela's background in interiors and real estate.
I like it. It's quite a cool room. All in all, I think it's a job well done.
Team Busy, you guys refer to yourselves as strangers united by design. So how has it been to work together?
It's been working out so far. We definitely have to learn a lot from each other, and I think it's more convenient that we're strangers, because now we have to deal with everything immediately. So there's no time to be emotional about anything. We need to get it done.
It's more fun than we thought it would ever be. So we're quite similar when it comes to design, and I think we have like the same perspective about design. So that's what makes it more exciting and more realistic.
Joining Donald on a very supportive judging panel are brand manager Katlego Kondlo and interior designer and architect Jonathan ANSTEY.
So it's not easy being a judge, because you've got to be critical, but at the same time you've got to give advice and you've got to be uplifting as well. So how are you guys striking that balance, and what are your intentions as judges for this season?
I think it's so important that designers actually get the freedom to express themselves. And I think as judges, what we are wanting to do is to encourage that spirit, to look at alternatives and to certainly explore new boundaries, and then to be kind of creatively directing that into something which could come out to be something beautiful in the end of it. But I think our role is really encouragement more than anything else.
No, I agree with you. I think when we started the show, my key thing was that I'm a mom. So I look for practicality more than anything, but also, you know, with judging with Donald, he adds that element in terms of design, so he brings those points across. But absolutely to your point, that you don't want to kill people's spirits. You know, you want to highlight what is right, but also give them advice as to what they can do better moving forward. So it's a building exercise rather than a breaking down.
What's it been like judging with Donald?
Donald and I are from the same hood. We're both from Soshanguve in Pretoria. So it was very easy for us to gel. And I was part of the first season as well. So I met him there where he was the winner. And he's grown leaps and bounds from when he started a couple of years ago to where he is now. So I'm exceptionally proud of him. He's easy to get along. His eye is really, really fantastic. So yeah, him and I are like peas in the pod, really.
This impressive address in Sandton is an example of Donald's latest work, whilst he's still busy with a hotel on the banks of Lake Victoria.
Oh, Donald, this is so awesome, man. And you know what's cool about this is it was a blank canvas for you. So everything we see here is Donald.
Yes, Jonathan, I'm so happy that you like it. A family of 4, very comfortable space, very warm space. So the brief was to create something really quite luxurious with lots of character. And so in that process, picking the floor tiles, the wall finishes, as well as the accessories was really a pleasure.
Awesome. Have you got a favorite area or a favorite spot?
My favorite spot is definitely the lounge. If you look at the lounge, some of my favorite elements in here would be the 2 occasional chairs, very retro style, 1960s, and applying to that a really funky fabric to it, which really draws your eye and really brings things together. I love the marble coffee table, which we specifically made for this space. Obviously, I love to play with color and scatter cushions, and so the couch is one of my very favorite features.
And picking up on the awesome retro 60s chairs is the unmistakably 60s buildings that you got in the artwork there from Joburg CBD.
I love using local artists in all of my work, and this drawing over here is by Nick Walsh, who was one of the featured designers on Winner Home Season 1. So when I saw him on that season, I thought I really want to use this guy one day, and I'm so happy that his work has found a home in this space.
Absolutely. Now, 2 standout features for me, which really speak to me as a walk-in, is that pool outside. There must be a story behind that.
I love traveling on the African continent, and so one day I saw something called the Rouge Deck. It's a red swimming pool with a red tree in the middle of it, and I thought one day, if I ever get the chance, I'd like to implement and expand on this idea, and I'm so happy that I was able to do it. The red stripes really pop, and as you swim in that swimming pool, I mean, it's just a magnificent sight in summer.
Yeah, it's awesome because it's kind of like a feature as you walk through the door. It becomes a feature outside.
Absolutely, and one of my favorite aspects about this home is that part of season 1 was Lisa, who is a horticulturalist and a landscaper, played an integral part in designing the landscaping, as well as the pot plants that you find in the house. I mean, under the staircase, that's what you have, and that's Lisa. So I was happy that I was able to collaborate with a competitor on the show, which is really a lesson for the contestants. You know?
Exactly.
We're all
it's not a competition, you're all winners.
Well, it is a competition. It is a competition, but there's more to it. Friendships can be formed from this, and great business relationships can be formed from this.
Network.
Absolutely.
Ah, man, Donald, now this is a home cinema.
You know, you can just sit back here and just relax. Part of my favorite elements in here is the ceiling. We've inserted a blue LED in that, and also we've had wallpaper installed on the ceiling, which gives us a nice starry effect.
That's such a good idea. It feels like you're watching movies under the stars. Well, it's been awesome spending time with you, my friend, and congratulations. We love seeing you grow from strength to strength.
Thank you so much for checking up on me every single year, and obviously for the wonderful opportunities that Winner Home has given.
Hosted by SABC3 on Afternoon Express, the competition is an education in practical design, trends in interiors, DIY solutions, and always drama.